Yeah, obviously Marshawn, a great person, great friend, great teammate. Emotions can't, it's hard to, relive that again. But obviously they weren't the best. But kind of like what everybody's been saying, especially what Flo just said, great individual, and it's very sad incident that, affected us, impacted us as a team. But, like he said as well, we want to play for Marshawn. We want to, carry that along with us and honor him in whatever way possible.
Obviously, you guys are in the same room. And I think Sally talked about the emotions of having those meetings together. How difficult is it just to go in the meeting room and he's not there?
Yeah, it is very difficult. And Sally even mentioned that, we're going through something that's not normal. And, we're kind of trying to find a new normal in a way. And it's tough at the same time. We have to not move, past the situation, but we have to, move forward in this situation. Like I said, playing for him, honor him in whatever way possible, but, at the same time, we still have to do our job. So,
you were also next to him in the locker room, or right by him. Just what are you going to remember about him, and what comes to mind when you think of
the type of person he is, the smile that he always carried. So.
He talked about him being playful, telling jokes. What kind of jokes would he tell?
Just, the typical locker room teammate jokes, nothing, out of the ordinary, nothing, nothing too crazy.
Shadi said that you had said some words to the team at one point, and understandably so, a lot of, this grieving process needs to stay private to y'all. Is there anything from that you could share about how you tried to help your teammates cope?
Just, that we all kind of get through these things in different ways. We all kind of process things in different ways, but we have to do that together. That's the biggest thing, and it's okay to process in different ways. It's okay to, get through these things in different ways, but just know that you got your brother to lean on as well.
Saw some people left flowers at his locker during the week last week. How hard has it been, I guess, for everyone to obviously go and see?
Yeah, it's been very hard. It's even hard talking about it now and reliving it. But it's been very hard for sure.
Flo was very close to him. How much you try to support him to say, hey, we got your back too?
Shoot, the same way we support everybody in that locker room and everybody who's been impacted and touched by the situation. Brother, we got you. We got your back. If we need to talk, we do a little extra, checking up on each other now, which is sad that has to be the reminder. But, that's something that we have to do. So,
Dak talked about how important it is just to be together as a team during all this and how hard it was during the bye week. But just how valuable has it been being together and seeing, being there for each other?
Yeah, it's really good, especially getting back on the grass today after not playing football for a couple of days, due to the bye. And that was for me, that helps me a lot, because it kind of takes your mind off of, the things that we go through off the field. And, we just got to lock in and focus on what we got going on the field. So,
from day one, Shadi's made it clear how important culture is to him. We saw his emotions yesterday during his press conference. What has he meant to have during this week?
Yeah, a lot of credit to Coach Shadi on how he handled the situation and how he's continuing to handle the situation, especially with this team. He's not afraid to be vulnerable with us, and I think that's why he kind of invites us to do the same with him. And a lot of credit to him. I respect the heck out of that guy. But that's the culture. That's the family environment that we have here, and why we want to play for each other. So,
what will Monday be like?
I think it's going to be it's going to be emotional, of course. At the same time, I think we're going to play for our brother, who's no longer with us. So, yeah, that's all I can say today.